So here we have a word problem, but we're going to use the quadratic formula to solve it. So our problem is, Gina is 1 year less than twice Taylor's age. If the product of their ages is 66, then how old are they? So we're going to go and we're going to get our variables. So we're going to let x equal Taylor's age, and we're going to let 2x minus 1 equals Gina's age. So now we're going to plug in. So when you plug in, you're going to take out, basically you're going to take out the x and find what they both are so you can put them in the equation. So the sum of Gina and Taylor's age is 66. So the sum is multiplication. So basically these two numbers right here are going to be multiplied together, and their sum equals 66. So now let's do that. So here's the equation, and we're going to solve it. So as you can see here, we're multiplying x, which was Taylor's age, by 2x minus 1, which is Gina's age. And this shows that this equals 66. So let's solve this. So x times 2x minus 1 equals 66. Well, first you're going to need to multiply that. So 2x to the second power, that is multiplying these two, and x times negative 1 equals negative x. So this turns into 2x to the second power minus x, and that equals 66. So now we're going to subtract the 66 so we can get this to equal 0, and let us plug this into the quadratic formula. So now we have that 2x to the second minus x minus 66 equals 0. So now, since this is now a quadratic equation, we can plug this into the quadratic formula up here. So as we know, the quadratic formula is x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So b equals negative 1. So that negative 1 will turn into a positive 1 because negative 1 times negative b equals positive 1. So we're going to have 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 squared, which is b, minus 4, and then in parentheses 4a equals 2, times negative 66, which is c, so negative 4 times 4ac, all over 2a. So in this case, the a is 2, so here we have 2 times 2. Now we're going to continue, and you'll see that I have done the multiplication, and we have 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 minus 4 times negative 132, all over 4. So we're going to move. So here's the multiplication that we did, negative 4 times negative 132. I'll show you the next step. So now we have 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 plus 529, as you can see. Here we have this, and that is 528. So now we're going to add 528 to 1, and we get 529. So the square root of 529 is 23. So you have 1 plus or minus 23 all over 4. So here we have this broken up. So we have 1 plus 23 and 1 minus 23 over 4. So if we do this, we're going to get 24 over 4 equals 6. And negative 22 over 4 equals negative 5.5. So here we have x equals 6 and negative 5.5. So with age problems, we're going to pick the problem, we're going to pick the 6, because as far as I know, there is no negative age. So now we're going to put this in. And so now we have the Taylor's age equals x, we know that, and Gina's age equals 2x minus 1. So Taylor's age is 6, because we know that x equals 6. So now I have to solve for Gina's age. So we know that Gina's age is 2x minus 1, and x equals 6. So we're going to plug this in. So 6 times 2x minus 1. And then we're going to do that. So 6 times 2 is 12, minus 1 equals Gina's age. So Gina's age is 11. So our final answer here is Taylor is 6, and Gina is 11. Thank you.